Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your reading for the week of December 11th through 17th, 2023. If you are new to this channel, welcome. It's good to have you. If this video and this reading ends up resonating with you, please consider subscribing to the channel and give it a like and a comment. That would be very helpful. Also is helpful in making the channel more visible. If you are returning to this channel, welcome back. It's good to have you back again. Today I'm going to be doing a reading. This is for Virgo, whether you are a Virgo sun, Virgo moon, Virgo rising, or have some other significant Virgo placement in your chart. And what I do with these readings is I use the cartouche cards, okay, which is a system. These I think are actually out of print now, but I got my first cartouche deck back in the mid-'80s, and I've been using these. This is not the exact same deck, but this is the deck that I use. This is my third deck, actually, of these. And I use these first because I really resonate very closely with these, and then I clarify them with a tarot card. And this week we are using the Mother Peace Round deck, which I am now going to pull to clarify your reading. So let's see what Virgo has in store for this week. Ooh. Wow. Okay. Some judgments coming here. Some things that might be coming to an end for some of you. Let's see. So we have a couple of majors. And major arcana cards in the tarot often indicate things that are more of the nature that are out of your control rather than in it. And let's see what we have for you overall. Okay, 2 cards want to come out overall. That's interesting. Okay. Right. Okay, so horoscope spread. This is how I like to read for the week because it covers all aspects. It's not just covering just love or just career. It looks at the whole picture. And of course, it is according to astrological house. So if you don't know what that means, you can, as I get on, you'll see exactly how this works. Okay, so Virgo, first house. This is how you present yourself to the world, how other people see you, how you want other people to see you. And you have Hathor with the 10 of Cups. So very strong family orientation here. 10 of Cups is very family oriented. It's also about being satisfied, being happy. I mean, Hathor is the image of the woman who has it together. If we're talking about a family situation, this may be a woman who's watching it. You are a woman, then this would just be, perhaps you are feeling at home where you are, or at least projecting that. Perhaps you are preparing for the holidays, feeling maybe more domestic, more about coziness space, like creating a good environment for people. It also could just be about getting organized too, because I feel like Hathor has a strong element of organization. Either way, it's a very, very strong feminine energy, whether this is a man or a woman viewing the card, and definitely more of an energy of, again, with this 10 of Cups, I feel like this is definitely having more of a focus on the family or whoever it is that you consider to be family. But it's a very good energy. 10 of Cups is being fully satisfied in the community that you're in. Second house is the Taurus energy. This has to do with your finances, and it has to do with your possessions and also things that you value. Okay, and so we have water with the 2 of Swords. Okay, you may feel like you're a little bit of a stalemate financially here. 2 of Swords indicates decisions that have to be made. Water indicates money that's coming in fast, but also potentially going out just as fast. Maybe there's been some changes to your financial situation that maybe you're not really sure how things are going to change or how things are going to move ahead. I feel like with this, at some point, there's going to be some information to allow you to make a decision and move ahead. And at some point, you will have to make a decision and make a change. But for right now, you might still be feeling undecided about things. Third house, this is Gemini energy, and Gemini is about communication. It's about messages, short-term travel. If you're in your own business, this is about self-effort, so this would be about self-employment. And it would also be about siblings, brothers or sisters. Again, not all that's going to apply to everybody, so you just take what resonates. But we have Earth with the 6 of Wands. So, okay, Earth could be messages about money or something financial that's coming in. And 6 of Wands indicates recognition for something. So I feel like you may be being recognized for something here. And Yeah, so that's good. That's actually feels like this is a message that's coming in. If it's for business, this is great. If you have your own business, then this indicates money coming in, being successful, being able to take the reins of leadership on something. So regardless of which area of life this has to do with, there is definitely the sense of victory and and financial success here coming in, or messages about it. If it has to do with siblings, then somehow there's some kind of situation with a brother or sister where somehow, somebody's going to be recognized and victorious in terms of financial thing. So I don't know. Take that as it resonates, but see how that goes. Okay. Fourth house, this is family. This is your environment, your home. And and so things that are connected to that. It could be connected to your physical home. It could be connected to your family. It can be connected to the mother, particularly, because this is the house of the mother. And also just your own personal sense of security. Okay, now we have Urias with death. So this suggests to me that there may be some unexpected changes coming in the home sector. And with the death card, this is something that's, it's not something that's in your control. It's not something you can anticipate or necessarily prepare for. Now, death doesn't mean literal death. I don't want people to think that. This is just about, there's going to be some kind of significant change. So whether or not, there's going to be a surprise, I don't know, could be a surprise change in a job. Maybe you're going to suddenly be moving. Maybe there's a family situation where you're going to get some unexpected news that's going to change some things. So I don't know, or there's some situation that is coming to an end. So, and this may be coming rather unexpectedly. So take that as it resonates. I don't feel this as a negative. Whatever this is, I feel like there's some situation, again, either where you're living, you have to move, or there's a difficult family situation that's going to finally end. Like, I feel like it's a good ending, but it's going to be a surprise. Okay. Fifth house. This is Leo energy, so this has to do with creativity, children, love affairs. Again, only take what resonates here. Okay, so we have Sirius with Judgment. Okay, so Sirius, Judgment indicates making decisions about something. So if this has to do with a love affair or a child, I don't know. I mean, Judgment with Sirius, this could indicate having to make a decision about a trying or difficult situation. Because Sirius, I don't necessarily see as something bad. It's just something that requires some work. And it also may require some thinking outside of the box. So I don't know. If you are working on a creative project, then this may be saying, okay, there's some decisions that you have to make here. And, that you figure out, and this may require you to innovate a little bit, to think outside of the box. If this has to do with a relationship or with a child, then I feel like there may be maybe even some physical situation that somebody has, because Sirius does very strongly have to do with physical fitness and things like that, especially in the fifth house. And so there could be something that, again, where a decision or a judgment is going to have to be made about that. So I don't know. Take that as it resonates. That's an interesting combination here. But Judgment generally wakes us up, and it causes us to have to make a decision about something. Sixth house is your own energy, Virgo energy. This is the house of health. It's the house of worry. And it's also the house of jobs, if you happen to have a job. And also sometimes with domestic animals as well. Okay, we've got Scarab with the Ten of Swords. So yeah, we've got death down here. This is definitely saying something's coming to an end. For some of you, this is going to be a job. For others, it could be a worry that's coming to an end too. That would actually be a good thing. Yeah, and again, I didn't have a negative vibe from here. It's something that's going to bring about a whole new beginning and a whole new change. This could be in the health arena as well. Maybe there's been a problem that's now going to end and be solved, and then hopefully you're going to be moving into a new space here. So anyway, so this is definitely, there's something here, definitely a strong indication that there's going to be a surprise ending to something, and a new beginning that's going to come with it. A new beginning that, judging from everything else I see here, I feel like this is going to bring about a successful conclusion. Like, you've got the Ten of Swords here, and you've got the Ten of Cups in your first house. So whatever this is, it's just something that's going to finally bring some kind of completion or satisfaction with something. So I don't know. It's going to be different for everybody. So see how that feels for you. Seventh house, this has to do with partnerships. So this is marriages, business partnerships, sometimes, has to do with legal things. Now we have the twins with the 9 of discs. So this is interesting. If any of you out there are single and looking to get married, I mean, twins usually indicates a marital situation, but we have it with the 9 of discs, which is typically a card of being single. So it's kind of interesting. It could be maybe you're going to be, the 9 of discs also has to do with financial security, being financially secure on your own. But if it's a business arrangement, I would say this means that make sure you have your own financial security, and then you may be moving into a business partnership of some kind. If you are already married, then this just seems to me feeling like you or your partner, somebody has enough money or has financial success in their own right. So in other words, like somebody who has their own money, not just part of the joint bank account, right? So take this as it resonates, but this is definitely this idea of if you are married or in a significant partnership, this is going to play a significant role right now. If you are not married, there's definitely the sense here that perhaps a more long-term partner may be coming into the picture, or perhaps a business partner. Again, we have this single energy here, so I don't know. This seems to be, whatever's happening, you're going to be very independent and established on your own. And so in other words, you're not going to be relying on whatever this partnership is for your security, but nonetheless, it's significant. Okay, let's look at the 8th house. This is Scorpio energy, and Scorpio has to do with transformation and also with other people's money. Okay, so we have Priestess of Cups with Anubis. Priestess of Cups is like the Queen of Cups. So this is a very strongly emotional kind of a feeling with the Queen of Cups. This could be a specific woman who comes into play. But I don't know. I feel like there's this strong feminine energy here, and we have it with Anubis. And Anubis is about, Anubis is about travel. It's about protection. And in the 8th and 12th house, I feel like this is specifically travel through perhaps a difficult situation or through some kind of a transformative process. I mean, having Anubis in the transformation house is good because it's like you have a guide. Okay, you're going to have a guide through a particular situation. The guide could be a female. I mean, you've got the Priestess of Cups here. Or it could just be saying that you need to, you're going to need to pull on your intuitive resources and on your emotional knowing and emotional, knowledge and intelligence for a certain situation. So take that as it resonates. 9th house is Sagittarius energy, and this has to do with expansion, higher ed, travel, deeper thinking, philosophy, religion, deep institutions, anything that has to do with expanding your knowledge or your how you deal with the world. Okay, and you have Thoth with the 3 of Wands. Okay, so Thoth could indicate a legal matter. It could be a legal matter where maybe a third party might be involved here. We have the 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is typically about putting energy out and seeing what comes back from the universe. So I don't know. I feel like there may be a legal matter here for which there is a collaborative effort. Because this house also is about legal matters. I don't think I mentioned that. And when I see Thoth in that house, Thoth or the Crook and Flail, I tend to think, this may potentially be a legal issue. If a legal issue is not on the table, this could also have to do with higher ed. So this could be an educational venture. There's definitely this sense of collaborating on something. Maybe some of you were students and collaborating on final exams. I don't know, but there's or on final projects or something like that as the semester comes to a close. So I don't know. There's definitely a strong element here of either deeper or higher education or with something to do with the law. If you don't feel either of those things apply, then what we may be looking at here is just the timing of something, because Thoth sometimes has to do with something something happening at its correct time. And with the 3 of Wands, again, there's definitely this sense of collaboration or waiting for something to manifest that you have put out into the world. So either way, I feel like there's a chance for expansion here, that it's the right time, again, whether through learning or whether through some other kind of matter, and that it seems like there'll be a collaboration or a third party involved. 10th house is Capricorn energy. This has to do with your job, career, with your career, your reputation, your fame, how you're seen by the world, how others relate to you. Now, you have the Son of Wands, which is like the Page of Wands with Isis. And so again, this has to do with planning. The Son of Wands card or the Page of Wands has to do with planning. Generally, it indicates a lot of energy, momentum to move ahead on a fresh project or on a new thing. And we have this in connection to Isis. So Isis, okay, there's a few possibilities here. Isis can have to do with things that are intuitive, okay? So this might have to do with, you may be like working in a healing profession, or you may be working in, it's something having to do with nurturing or caring for others, maybe childcare, I don't know. There's definitely a strong nurturing energy with Isis. Or the idea of working intuitively. This can literally have to do with the mother. I mean, it's in the father house, which is interesting, but it's I don't know. There's something here about, I don't know. I feel like in the 10th house, this has more to do with a situation that either has to be nurtured or something where you have to be patient, or it may literally have something to do with nurturing or caring for somebody. So take it as it resonates. But if nothing else, Isis always means a situation, like you might be at the beginning of something. You may have a new plan for what you want to do. You may be putting something in motion, and it's encouraging you to go ahead, but it is saying you're going to have to be patient in order to get to where you want to be. Okay, 11th house, this is Aquarius energy. This has to do with friendships, networks, and also with your goals. Okay, and you've got Crook and Flail with the 4 of Wands. Okay, so this is very solid energy. If we're talking about friends here, then we are talking about friends who are maybe in high places here with Crook and Flail. Crook and Flail has an energy of somebody who's in authority, or somebody who's very visible or seen. Could even be somebody in the legal profession. But there's definitely a sense of somebody who is, considered authoritative in some way, either in your friend group, or this is an influence that is going to help you achieve a particular goal of yours. And with the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands is, again, this is this energy of completion. Sometimes it's a marriage card for some people, but I don't feel it so much in this house. Although, again, it's possible. Again, somebody could be getting married to a friend. I mean, somebody who's been a friend. I don't know. I mean, that's not an impossible interpretation there. But 4 of Wands to me is more about something being. Again, there's this idea of being finished. But it's like you can look back and, with satisfaction and say, yes, I've accomplished this. That said, 4 of Wands is not the end of the road. It's like an initial stage of finishing something. Something is done, okay, and now there's going to be more work to be done. So this could also be advising you to move ahead with confidence and self-discipline in something that it is that you're doing. So take that as it resonates. 12th house, we have Pisces energy. This is what you don't show to people, what's hidden, what you're afraid of. Or maybe, imagination. There's a strong Neptunian energy with this house, so it's usually things that are not always clear, and they may have, and a lot of times it has to do with our subconscious thoughts and our doubts. But we have the Fire and we have the Star here. So, fire is definitely about burning up the rubbish, getting rid of things once and for all that are, that you don't want, that are holding you back. And the Star is about healing. Okay, so I feel like you are you are getting rid of old stuff and taking these first steps towards emotional healing of some kind. I mean, Star also can have to do with wish fulfillment, and it's interesting that it's very near to the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you may be you may be finally resolving things that have not allowed you to be the person that you want to be, if that makes sense. Like you're finally healing from past scripts, past traumas, past things, and just finally just getting it out and just being the person who you're meant to be here, okay? And being it not just, here's me, the individual, I'm out here on my own. I mean, yes, obviously, your own self-effort and your own ability to stand on your own 2 feet is important here, but I feel like this is also about doing this in a community, in a group. I'm seeing this for a lot of people lately. This seems to be a time where we need to be, more focused on community. Overall, you have the Talk card, so you are in the process of building something. This is something that, slow and steady building. You're the master maker here. The master, Ta's a master maker and a master magician. But you have it with the 7 and 8 of Cups. It's interesting because you move from the 7 to the 8. So the 7 indicates there may be too many pathways for something. Maybe there's a sense of confusion. Maybe you're doubting yourself, wondering if you're delusional about certain things, or maybe you just may be unclear about which way to go about something. But then the 8 of Cups indicates that there's going to be a definite step that's going to be taken. You're definitely going to be walking away from something, maybe something that you've been attached to for a long time, But ultimately, it's time to walk away from it. Okay, so whether this has to do with a job situation, for some of you that is what this is, whether this means whether it's a family situation, because I am seeing endings down here, or whether it's just yeah, or maybe it's even just some kind of a health habit or something where you say, okay, I'm definitely going to make this change now and go for the better. I feel like it's less about that, but I feel more like it's going to be like either a job or a family thing that you're walking away from. But you're moving from the 7 to the 8, which is progress. And yeah, and you've got 2 8s here as well. You've got the 8 on the top card and you've got the 8 here. So this could be something that resolves itself in 8 days, weeks, or months. So again, take that as it resonates. Thanks so much for watching this week, Virgo. I hope that this reading is helpful. Please do remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next week.